So y'all, I'm sitting up here watching the Derrick Jaxn Expose, right? And these toxic men could not wait for Derrick Jaxn to get exposed. People love toxicity so much so that when people call out their own toxicity plus others' toxicity, they hate them for it, right? Just because he gives good advice, he don't tear down women, don't mean he's God. He is not all knowing and all righteous. He is not, right? He's human, just like anybody else. So the story goes, him and his wife were having problems, okay? Which is why you got to be single for me to mess with you. Single, like single, like if you just had a baby, the baby got to be 1+ years old. If you can't be separated, you got to be divorced, and then you have to be divorced plus single for some months and some years in order to get yourself together, because stuff like this happens, okay? And I ain't got time for it. But the chick knew that he was separated. She went to the man's house, saw remnants of his wife, and still decided to engage in sexual acts with this man. And then when he decides that he no longer wants you, he wants his family, you get butthurt and you try to expose him. Derrick Jaxn is dead wrong, okay? When you are going through things with your wife and you guys have not called it official quits, you do not get to go and get your rocks off with somebody else and do some. No, you do. You work it out with your wife through thick and thin until y'all decide, okay, we're moving forward full force, or we're stopping this train right here and we're getting off. Until that decision is made, you're still married, so you have no right to involve somebody else in your marital problems. You should have left this girl alone. Listen, and the thing about this is people are trying to discredit this man's advice because he fell short. No. His advice works for the people that it works for. If it doesn't work for your moral compass, let it go. Just because he's not tearing down women and he's uplifting women, y'all just waiting for this man to fall, right? A heroin addict telling you not to take heroin and they go up and shoot. Is their advice wrong? They're telling you, hey, don't shoot your arm up with heroin. But in the next minute, they go shoot their arm up with heroin. Do you still discredit their advice? No, they're hypocritical, but the advice still stands. I don't know. We put people on these pedestals, and people that want to see people hurt. They're just waiting for this man's downfall because he's not tearing down women and he's not telling women to stay in toxic situations that damage them emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually, emotionally. You guys are just waiting for his downfall. He's a man still. He's gonna be a man. Just because he fell short don't mean his advice is any less valid. A crackhead would tell you don't do crack while they're going to go buy their crack. Does that make their advice any less valid? Just saying.